Hello, hello, hello. It is no, it's not Tuesday, it's Thursday, right? It's Crafting Thursday because this week has been a week and we all have that week, those kind of times, right? We all have times when we're just running around like headless chickens and then you lose a day. And I was going to come and play with you yesterday and then I'm like, oops, I'm off to the theatre on Wednesday, so that went out the window. So today is the day, it's Thursday. And let's find a little bit of peace and calm in the craziness of February, right? It's already February. Can you believe it? Well, under January. It seemed like it lasted for 74 years and is over in a flash. Anyway, it's finally getting older when the time goes faster, right? So let's have a little bit of a play date and make and craft together. So you can see I've already got some of the pieces on the desk that I think I want to use. It's one of those make it up as you go. And, you know, I kind of like... I like classes like this. It just sometimes you just need to just play with it. My hands are cold. I am so ready for the summer. I'm so ready for somewhere with a palm tree. Let's make it happen, my friends. Let's make it happen. Okay, so I knew that for this card I wanted to use the Gears and Textures dies. I love this set. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago I made those cards with the gears and all the chain on this and then some of the arrows, and I mixed it up with the Made with Love suite, and I really wanted to get back and use this again. I love the backgrounds in this, I really do, but I wanted something a little bit more natural looking. So I'm basically, right now, I'm talking you through the process of choosing what I'm choosing, okay? So this is the die I chose to use. I saw a card made by Becca Witham and I loved it. And so this is kind of the inspiration. Plus I'd seen a layout, a 12 by 12 layout that I want to kind of shrink down onto a page. So this card's kind of like a mishmash of that. But I love this ladder. It looks like a ladder or a grid, but it reminds me of a miniature photo strip. So that's why I'm using it. So I'm not using any of the other dies on this today, just that photo strip or ladder looking effort, whatever you want to call it. Die is the word I'm looking for. Okay, I know I want to use the Extraordinary Flora, and I've already got, as you can see, a whole heap of shapes cut out from the washi tape. So I've already prepared those. You've seen me use these before. And I have all of these, so I'm like, why are we not using it? So I'm going to use that. Then, as I said, I wanted a background. Could I have used these? Yes, I could, but I wanted something more linear. This was too stripy for what I wanted. This wasn't linear enough, linear being side to side, and it wasn't organic enough. It was too industrial looking, and I wanted something more organic. So then I picked up my swirl designs and went, ooh, shall I use these? This looks a bit like fabric. It gives you that Hessian feel, but again, it wasn't natural enough looking. And these stripes, I really like these stripes, and you know I love a good splodge effect. And I might use these dots yet, but there's quite a lot of dots. I want something that's more scattered, and this is too big. So I think we're going to do a splattering technique with my shimmer brush and some very dark ink. Again, it will all make sense in a minute when I come to it. But as I say, the reason I'm going through my decision process is because so many people say, well, how do you choose what you're going to use? So I'm talking aloud. This is how my brain works. Be afraid and be grateful you're not inside my head, because it's a scary place. So I then thought, oh, textured notes. You know I love this set. You know I love the florals. You know I love the basket weave. And it has this basket weave, which I've never used before. Well, I may have used it, but I don't think I've used it on a Technique Tuesday. So, and this is on last chance. It's $13.80 from $23. So it's a great bargain. 165548. So for my Japanese friends, Ichiroku go yon hachi. Dozo. Right, so this is the stamp I think I'm going to use. This kind of basket weave, which gives me that linear feel, but it has a softness and a curve to it because it's basket weave. Now, does any of that all make sense? I hope it does. All right, so we're actually going to make it up as we go along, so bear with me. I've cut a few pieces out, and then we're just going to build it. So you can see I cut the film strip out of black cardstock because I wanted it to have that feel of cardstock. I've cut 3 pieces. I don't know whether I'm going to use them all, but they're there. And I also started to get out a few of the turquoise colour. I think I want the turquoise as a... Oh, you see, I might use the green yet. I think we might just tip out a whole pile. Let's just do that. How about we just do that and we just build it up as I go along. So I've rolled it out 2 or 3 times and then cut out some pieces. I do like the teal shade to this, and I think it goes really well with the black. And I'm using crumb cake and the basic white. And I've already cut the pieces, and I'll give you those paper pieces sizes in a minute. So I'd put the turquoise on it, but I'm not hating the green. I do like the turquoise, I have to confess. I mean, I can mix and match it. I mean, I don't have to stick with one colour because these leaves have got the turquoise and the green in it. So, but that was my initial thought, was to go with the purples and pinks. See, my fingers are cold and my nails are long. I can't pick the stuff up. So, you know, again, I always explain to you that I lay things down on my card and I see which colour combination I like the best, and then I take it from there. It really does, it does depend. The pink and red and this green gives it a totally different look. I think I am going to stick with the purple that I decided on originally. Okay, card base, 8.5. 5.5, score at 4.25. So Hachi Tengo, Kokeru, Go Tengo, and score line is at Yonten Nigo Dozo, Arigato, Ashiteru. Okay, so a standard card size. This piece is 1/4 inch smaller. So this is 5.25 or 5.25 by 4 inches. So 4 inches kokeru, goten ni go dozo, arigato. Okay, I am going to edge distress it. I want this to have a really shabby chic feel. Just take your scissors and scruff up the edge. The more you press, the more it will rough that edge up. Be careful, scissors are sharp. If you go down, it's going to slice into it. So I'm scratching it with my card, with my scissors rather, and I'm going to pop this up on some 3D foam tape. I'm trying to use up like some old 3D foam tape I have. I found it at the bottom of a box. I'm like, we are using that, we are not throwing it away. So usually I use my stamping dimensionals because I've got it. And I have it all over the place, but because I found this, I'm just trying to use it up. It's January, well, it was January, it was a new year, and I was trying to go through some boxes, get rid of some old pieces that I have, and just be done with some stuff. I'm like, oh, let's get rid of this. It's half used, let's finish it up. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to scuff up my card base as well, I think. So tone on tone. Now, my dear friend Kristen loves it when I do white on white on white. I'm almost doing cake crumb on cake crumb on cake crumb. But this scruffing up the edges, scruffing, roughing, whatever you want, scratching, whatever you want to refer to it as, it just softens that edge. All right, I'm going to do the same with this piece. This is basic white, and this piece is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So that's go inches, kokeru, sunten, nana, go, dozo. So 5 by 3 3/4, 3/4, 0.75, however you say it. All right. Do not let me stick this piece down before I tie the twine on it. And I want to use the Baker's Twine assortment. I love this stuff. I forget to use it. I put it down and then I can't find it. It's 155475. So Ichigo go yon nana go dozo arigato. So I'm going to use this color because it's cake crumb, right? I've just got to remember to use it. So if okay, my hands are so cold and my hands are so dry. Oh my goodness, I look like I've got crocodile skin. It's boxes. That's what does it. All right. I'm going to get that out, and then maybe, just maybe, I will remember to use it. Ooh, I could use the black. No, don't want to use the black. I want to use this colour. All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to stamp on this, and I also want to splatter it. Oh, I did cut a piece for the inside as well, because I do not like, personally, to write on coloured cardstock. I hate writing on coloured cardstock. I don't know why. Maybe it's my ADHD, but I like to have cream, very vanilla, white, whatever colour you want to use on the inside. So let me just stick that down before we go any further. I'm going to use liquid adhesive because it's just quicker. Tonight I don't have the bandwidth to try and find my tape runner tonight. It's in a bag. It's ready for my crop on Saturday. For those of you coming to the crop on Saturday, I cannot wait to see you all. You have no idea how much I am looking forward to Saturday and spending some girl time crafting. All right, we're going to use crumb cake cardstock, crumb cake ink. I know that I have a habit of calling it cake crumb, but if I do, ignore me. It's actually crumb cake. I'm also going to stamp off because I re-inked my ink pad because I use it a lot. So I am just going to take off some of that ink to make it a slightly darker shade, lighter shade, Sarah. Okay, and I'm just coming down it. So it almost gives that feel of brickwork. I want this one to go across a bit more. Okay, that's it. That's it. Easy as that. All right, now I'm going to splatter with some ink. Let's move that out of the way, and we will put something over that in a minute. I am going to use my silicone mat, and I'm just going to put a smudge. It helps if your fingers aren't cold. This is the darkest grey. This is basic grey, okay? And I'm just going to squidge a little bit of Wink of Stella into it. And I'm going to pick it up. And I'll wipe this off in a minute. And then I am just going to splatter just a spot here and there. That's it. Right. I can all hear you going, oh, you've got grey ink in your Wink of Stella. It's okay. You just wipe it on a Kleenex. You can always squish a whisker of it through just to make sure it's rinsed through. And now it is perfectly clear and perfectly good to go. All right. I'm just going to use this just to wipe up any extra. I can always wash this later, it's not a problem. Okay, I'm going to turn it over because I'm going to use it. All right, I am, before we go, no, we need to put that, do not let me stick it down. You know I'm going to forget. If I forget, I'm blaming you all. Right, we're going to glue some of these pieces down. I know where I want 2 of these to go. All right, so I am just going to do some dots. Well, I will if I just used it. Come on. It might be nearly empty. I've used this a lot in the last. Come on. When in doubt, hit it, right? Works for most things. Okay. Oh, see? And this is why I love this mat. Because now I can just dig it in. And, you know, people say, well, Sarah, you know, you're showing people how not to do it. You know, I defy any of you to be on here and not have had that happen to you, where you got a little bit of glue in the spout. And this is why I love this mat, because you can add for the fine dies. This works perfectly, right? And I do want to do it like that. Okay, beautiful. Okay, this is going to dry. I'm not worried about that. That'll dry up in a minute. Okay, everybody's had it happen, not just me, right? Happens all the time to all of us. I know it does. I know it does. I see it happen. Okay, right. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so like I said, I think I'm going to come in with the turquoise colour. I really do like that. And I'm just going to leave the pile of other colour on here. There's so many. When you cut one of these reels, you get so many flowers. And I love that. We're going to go for the purpley coloured ones today. We are keeping away. Oh, we'll use that big one. I like that one. We're gonna keep away from the sort of the rose pink colours, and we're gonna pull in the turquoisey colours, which I like. I like. So out of these two colours, tell me in the comments, which colour do you like best out of all of these? I can bring in some of that yellow as well, because there's the yellow in the leaves, which I like. Oh, I like that one as well. A couple of these. We'll just pull out some, and then we'll pull out some little purple ones. And I'll tell you what, we'll stick a purple one on the inside. And no, I'm not putting any words in this because I haven't decided what it's going to be for yet. So let's just put a little purple one there. And do we have any tiny turquoisey coloured flowers? No, that's okay. I'll find another purple flower in a minute. I know there's some itty bitty tiny ones, but I want to see what I want to use on the front before I start getting carried away with using them on the inside. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, at least I've remembered that bit. All right, we are 3D taping a lot of this down just because we can. And because it's Sarah. So I'm going to use a combination of the wet glue plus the stamping dimensionals to glue this down. I want the ends in the stuck down at the bottom because it gives you that illusion of the flowers coming up or the leaves coming up. Yes. And we're going to I'm just going to make a cluster. I really want to do a little bit of texture on this card. We've got those stamped textures, and then we've got I'm going to stick this one up here. Right. Oh, I like this already. Look how quickly it's going together. It's not actually going to take long to do this at all because, like I said, I prepped everything before I even started just to make it that little bit easier. And you know, when I've cut out other projects and I've only used a few of these items, I then end up with oh, I like that there. Right, now before I go any further, I am going to tie this string on because I know where I want it. All right, so let's start. I'm going to hold it down where you want to tie it. Right, we're going to go 1, 2, one in the middle, 3. Okay, and I'm just going to knot it. I might come back and add a bow in a minute, but first and foremost, let me just fish that out from the other side. There we go. First and foremost, I want to tie a knot, and then we'll take it from there once I've got the rest of the stuff on. It may be too much to have it in a knot. And okay. I know you can all hear my brain spinning, can't you, in the background? Those of you who know me. Right, tweezers. Because apparently tonight it is no good trying to do anything. Is anybody else feeling that this winter just seems to be super cold this year? It does to me. It just seems to be so much colder. Oh, I really like that. Than it usually is. And I know it really isn't. Me likey. Okay. And then we might put this piece in here. Yeah. It just, the house feels cold and my hands are cold and brrr. And what doesn't help is we burn through the winter. We burn firewood. We have an open fire downstairs. So, of course, if we've got that going, it turns off the heating up here. So that just adds insult to injury. Oh, I'm going to tuck that underneath just a little bit. Oh, I like that. Yes. Yes. We're going to stick I need some more greenery. Yeah. Okay, so we've got one of hang on. No, absolutely not. Right. Okay, let's stick a piece on here. I'm trying to make life easy for myself. Because sometimes you just need a... Oh, I like that. Okay, so let's have another one of these coming down. Yes. Snip the end off because it's too long, and then I can tuck it in. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, sometimes you just need a quick and easy card. You just need it to be... just, you know, you can just bang it out and just mail it. You know, everybody has some of those cards that you need. Oh, I like that. Let's just snip this off a bit. Don't hate it. It's always a good sign, right? When you don't absolutely hate something. You know, the times that, you know, you get you talk to a friend on the phone and they're really struggling with something, or they've had a loss, or they just need a pick-me-up. And a little card is just ideal. So sometimes, as I said, I will cut extra of these kind of flowers just so I have some additional images, so that when I need a quick and easy card, to just say, hey, you know, I got you. I'm thinking of you. I like that. Just tuck that under there. Look how pretty that is. Super cute. I'm going to bang this up on 3D foam tape as well. Oh, where's my odd stuff? Let's do this. Just stick it down. That's another piece I can throw away. Yes! I love it when a plan comes together. Getting rid of the stuff bit by bit. Right. Okay, let me just peel this off. All right. Oh, hang on. Can't get the backing off it. I get my nails done next week. I need some ideas of what I'm going to have done for the next colour, because obviously these are all hearts, because I did them to coordinate with the heart paper that I've been using this month. But I don't want to have more hearts, because I'm getting them done on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, and Valentine's Day is 2 days later, so there is absolutely no point in me having more Valentine. I like that. I really do. Now, I thought that I would decorate it. I still have some of these little bees left. These, what are they called? Tiny bee trinkets. 164714. And I think I'm going to use some of these, because if I can get it open, because they are adorable in the extreme. Oh, come on, Sarah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. They are adorable in the extreme. So let me just grab my tweezers and see if I like them on here, because I think I do. They are so cute. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So how are you going to stick them down? Remember that the rule, when you're going to stick something small down, put the adhesive on your card and then drop the embellishment onto the adhesive. Don't try and put the adhesive on the back of a bee and then try and stick it down, because wherever you drop that bee is where it's going to end up staying for the rest of its life, right? Oh yeah, we'll put them down. So tiny drop, you need a little bit, and drop it down. How cute is that? Me likey a lot, actually. What do you think? I need some thumbs up or some loving, some feedback. I haven't been watching my screen, so let me just double look at this and let me see what I like about it. Yes, I do like that a lot. I don't think I need any more. I think you need to walk away from it, Sarah. Walk away. No, we need one there. I was like, walk away from the flowers. But isn't that cute? This could be a thinking of you. It could be a sorry for your loss. Get well soon. There. Me likey. Okay, we are done. Quick and easy cards. Now, do I want to put a bow over that? Ooh, I could. Let's try. Let's tie it and see, right? You don't know until you try. So make a loop, go around, pull the loop through, and then you tighten it by pulling the bows. You should be able to, by the bows at the back. Right. Thank you, Sarah. It helps if you don't twist it in your hand while you're pulling it, so that the fronts become the backs and the backs become the fronts. Okay, it makes sense, honestly. Right, let's have a look. No, that's a hard no from me, Bob. That is way too much, I think. I like the knot. I'm going to leave it. I am going to leave that tied and I'll use it on another project. But how cute is that? Do you like it? I do. Really happy with that. I think it's lovely. Yeah. Very, very pretty. Just that little bit of grey pulls in the black of the cardstock here. I was debating whether to put one across the bottom, but it really didn't need it, and it certainly didn't need a third one. And usually we go in threes, but because I crisscrossed them, you do have 1, 2, 3. So even though I've only used 2 pieces, you still have that illusion of the 3. And then, like I said, using the basic grey with the shimmer brush, it brings that slight darkness to the Wink of Stella. I hope you've enjoyed the insanity of how my brain works. I hope it's inspired you to come up with a quick and easy card. You can find all of what I've used today on my website, sarahbatkin.stampingup.net. Hopefully it's inspired you to get out some of your stuff and craft with me. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.